How's it going, everybody? My name is Warner Fields with Fields of Profit. I'm a six-figure Amazon seller and full-time student. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to send in LTL to Amazon FBA, and what that's going to let you do is cut your shipping costs down by a lot, as well as save you the hassle of doing small parcel, where you're either going to have to schedule a UPS pickup or haul a whole bunch of boxes into UPS. This is just going to let you do it all at once. It's going to save you time and money, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Before we dive into today's video, I just want to say that only about 15% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button right down there. It's free and you can always unsubscribe. Thanks. So I went ahead and set up a quick little dummy shipment here just to show you the process. So this is just 100 of something that I'm not actually restocking. But when you get into the actual page where you're going to prep the shipment, you're going to select less than truckload right here instead of small parcel delivery. You're going to typically just stick with the Amazon partnered carrier. That's going to give you cheaper rates, and you also get some insurance perks on that as well. So you don't have to worry about that. Then step 3 is pretty similar to how it is with small parcel. You're going to just use the web form if that's how you want to do it. Or you can do uploading a file. I usually do it through Inventory Lab, which takes care of your box contents for you and then uploads it to Amazon. Or you can skip box contents and then pay the fee. So to this point, it's pretty similar to small parcel, but once you get to this step, you're actually going to have to print these box labels. You're going to have to do one per box, and you're going to stick it on the outside of the box, and it needs to go on the side of the box that's facing an exterior wall of your pallet. So basically all those codes are going to have to be scannable pretty quickly from the outside of the pallet. You're not going to want to bury those. You're going to get in trouble with Amazon for doing that. Then you're going to scroll down here, and you're going to follow the instructions here. It's going to tell you how they want your pallets to be stacked, and then right here you're going to enter in the height, the weight, and then how many pallets you have. I found that the easiest way for me to measure my pallet weight was to measure the boxes as I was going, because I don't have a pallet scale, and I figure if you're just starting an LTL you probably won't either. So if you just take a running tally, write it down on a piece of paper or something as you're going, then that's going to be a pretty simple way to do it. It adds a couple extra steps, but it's better in the long run. You're also going to have to specify if it's stackable or not. Most of the time it's not going to be stackable. The instructions for it being stackable are found right here. And you're just going to want to follow this diagram and keep the top of your pallet as flat as possible. That's going to keep it from getting damaged in transit, as well as just keep you out of trouble. So I went ahead and dove into my most recent LTL shipment. As you can see, I had one that was stackable and then one that was not. I had my total weight. I had 2 pallets. It's pretty easy to take care of. Right down here, you're going to enter in when it's ready, your contact, the freight class. I just went with estimate. You can punch it into a freight class calculator online. It's pretty easy to find. I just let Amazon do it. And then you're going to put your declared value right down here just in case anything happens to your stuff while it's in shipment. So after I punched all that in, I had 16 boxes, 2 pallets, about 700 pounds. They picked it up on October 1st, and it only cost $65.02, which I think is absolutely crazy. I thought we were getting a really good deal with small parcel until I started doing this. That put me at about 9 cents per pound versus 20 to 30 usually, depending on how many splits I get with small parcel. And then from there, you're going to accept these charges, and then you're going to print these labels right here. You have to put one of these pallet labels on the outside of your shrink wrap of the pallet. So you're going to have your labels, your small labels on each box on the outside, and then you're going to pallet wrap it. Make sure it's nice and tight, make sure it's not going to go anywhere, and then you're going to slap these pallet labels on the outside of that on each side. Then from there you should have a pallet with it's shrink wrapped, you've got labels on each box, it's labeled on the outside of the pallet, it's ready to ship, and then from there you're going to get the bill of lading document in the morning. So I went ahead and pulled up the bill of lading document. I am zoomed in a little bit to block out some information, but from here you're just going to confirm that all the information is correct, and then right down here you're going to sign your name. You're going to print 2 copies, one for you, one for the shipper. You're going to sign this and you're going to give it to the guy when he shows up. Also keep in mind that if you don't have a forklift or anything like that, you're going to have to request a lift gate. So I have a pallet jack, but I don't have a forklift, and I'm shipping out of a residential garage still. So what I did is I called them in the morning and I said, hey, I need a truck with a lift gate. And they said, no problem, we'll dispatch a guy with a lift gate. And then they went ahead and shipped out a whole semi. It was down my neighborhood street. It was kind of cool. So he came and he signed the other side of this bill of lading document. And then we went ahead and pallet jacked it into the back of the semi. He has a pallet jack. I went ahead and used mine. You could probably get away with not having a pallet jack. I would recommend getting it soon just so you can easier work with moving your pallets around, because if you dry stack them without a pallet jack, then you're not going to be able to move them around, and it's just going to be kind of tricky. So from there, we went ahead and signed the documents, and we loaded the pallets back up in the back of the semi-truck. I'll go ahead and show you the video right now. It's just a quick little clip. And from there, you're done. You just have to wait a couple more days. It usually takes a little longer to check in an LTL shipment. So if you're wanting a really fast restock, I would stick to small parcel. In this case, it was a pretty decent size shipment for me, so I was able to use LTL and just wait for those new products to come into stock. But it's definitely very cool to cut down on the shipping costs so much. That probably would have cost about $200-ish for me. It's usually 20 to 30 cents to ship to Memphis for me, but on the shipment it was 9 cents. So some big cost savings, some big hassle savings. Didn't have to carry those boxes to UPS or make a big pile of them in the driveway or anything. So it definitely saved a bunch of hassle. So that covers pretty much all the basics on how to send an LTL shipment into Amazon FBA. It's definitely worth the time you put into it. It's a little tricky to figure out at first, but once you get it down, it's going to cut down on your shipping costs, and it's going to help you get to that next level for sure. If you got any value out of this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Help me out with the algorithm. And if you want to follow our other socials, the links are down in the description. Thanks for watching, guys.